What's up, YouTube? Here we go. We're playing another round of Sealed. All right, here we go. Let's build our deck. Let's see what we got here. Euteria is decent. Oh, man. Madame Denholm to you is so good. This card is an absolute bomb. There's not that much AoE removal. And if you have to use it to kill a 1-2, it feels bad. But at the end of your opponent's turn, you summon a 1-1 Rogue Skulker, which means that you can attack with it on your turn, and they can't kill it because it's at the end of their turn. So effectively, you get a 1-1 with Blitz every single turn, forever. And if you ever need to trade this in, you also have a 1-2 body, all for 3 mana, which is just obscene. Thester, if we have a lot of low-strength creatures, could be good, and that's... Okay, we got a little bit more. Porphyrion is good. Not great, but decent. 5-4 for 5 with Ward, and it jacks up their God Power for a turn. Which, if they have like magic and they want to ping the ward off, it becomes more difficult. Mysterious again. If we have this 2 strength or less theme going on, that'd be nice. Tyet is a 9-drop, which we're not going to play. Let's see what we got for Asterius here. Probably Thester will play as well. Dolvaz is a bit of a meme. I don't think we'll play Dolvaz. We'll play Deuteria for sure. Runemoth also good. We got some good legendaries here. Let's see what we've got for relics. 20-sided mace. We get the worst relics. Technically, this is not good. I mean, if you just leave it equipped and never swing with it, in sealed mode, maybe it's like okay. But you need a turn where you just have 4 mana that you're just planning on floating, basically. All right, let's see what we got for removal. I see mugging, which is nice. Do we have anything cool? Charm is interesting. Charm is Cutthroat Insight, Old Cutthroat Insight, and Anti-Magic Expert rolled into 1. You get to gain control of an enemy creature for 1 turn. You can use this to finish them off. Or it also, you get to look at your opponent's hand and steal one of their cards, which is pretty nuts. All right, Crystal Rain is small AoE, does 2 to each enemy creature. Three's a Crowd is really expensive and is just bad against like a wide board. Not sure about that one. Light's Levy will definitely play. Love to see that. Cram is interesting. We might play. Recursion is strong. We can get two copies of an opponent's spell for 2 mana. Seems good. Reconnaissance, we get a free card. Mugging is phenomenal. Guiding Light seems decent. Getting that +3/+3 could be good at some point. A little bit slow. Illuminate, maybe. Okay. And let's see what we got for creatures. Yeah, give me this light theme of just giving +1 health, getting low strength, and then buffing them with Asterius. This is playable. It's not good, but it's playable. This is not. This is not. This is not. This is good for relic removal. It's protected 1/1. Ability creatures are bad in constructed mode. Let's reevaluate it for sealed mode. It's a 2 mana 1/4 with backline. Set a creature's strength to 2. You can only really play this if you already have the board and you're winning. It seems kind of bad. It could be playable though. Devoted Follower is great. Eager Griffin, fine. Janissary is phenomenal. Erratic Summons could actually be good in this mode. You don't want to play this early because you don't want just like a 2 mana for a 1 mana creature, but since people are more mid-range and control, if they're not playing the token God Powers, this could actually summon something for like 4 or 5 mana for 2, but I mean, it's a bit risky. We'll see if we have room for it. Jackal, this creature gets +1 strength for each creature that died this turn. It's interesting, but I'm not sure if we'll play it. Alright, so that's it for the 2s. We have 12 1 and 2s, so I think that's fine. Once per turn, you summon something after a character is healed. We're not going to be healing things, so it's probably not good. Interesting, though. Pluck from Fate. Trike. Fester. So we don't really have too much in the way of things that are 2 strength or less that we actually really want to play. Will-O-Wisps could be interesting from that perspective, like playing Fester into a Will-O-Wisp. We'll consider it. Need 9 more cards. Love the Mercantile Marine. Love those archers. Palace's Wander Wagon is a big frontliner. 3/6, and it flips its health and strength when you cast spells or when your opponent does too. We actually have 2 of them. I think we play both. It's just a big creature for 4 mana. Strix Hunter has Twin Strike but not Blitz. Annoying Combatant is a 3/6 that does nothing. Got frontline. Odds and Ends dealer. Give +3 to a random friendly creature from another domain. Interesting. So everything will be from another domain pretty much, although might be hard to find the exact right time to use it. Because I think we're going to be light. And that means any light card can't get the buff, but anything that's not light can get the buff. But not neutral. A lot of stipulations here. 5 mana draw to 2/2 is probably playable in this mode. Stormstress is good. And then we have Asterius, and so we like the 2 strength. So, I mean, I think this is playable. It's not great, but it's playable. Your opponent has like 1/6/6 on the board or something, then maybe this is good, but otherwise probably not. Hallowed Keeper. This creature gets +1 strength for every 2 creatures in your void. Probably comes down as like a 5/7 at best. Kidnapper, not very good. Freeze a crowd. Alright, we like the Golem Centurion. Love Witherfingers. Witherfingers is phenomenal top end here. Into Charm as well. And we need 1 more card. And wouldn't mind if it was more expensive. Curve looks like it can handle it. Summon 2 2/2s for 6 mana. That's just so bad. If your opponent has a creature with strength 4 or more, summon 4 Acolytes instead. So if they have like a 4/4, then it's great. But if they have like a 4/4, a 2/2, a 3/3, like then you're just... Okay. A creature from another domain, give it +1/+1. I think we actually play the Strix Hunter again because of synergies with Asterius. Okay. This seems decent. I mean, again, we don't have any other really good removal spells, but we finally have some decent removal here. Okay. Let's go. Alright, here we go. Game number 1. Going first. Don't love to see these big cost cards. This would be good if we can get a small creature. Will-O-Wisp we really wanted for future gains, not really for going turn 1.
If I may.
Like, that would work well with the Asterius and stuff, but first I want to take the board. Could play Devoted Follower with our only pip. That feels bad. Could play just a 1/1, which also feels bad. Hate passing, Love saving our Pip, though, and getting Devoted Follower out on turn 2 should probably take care of whatever he plays. That's interesting and kind of annoying.
If I may.
That's a really strong turn 1. Doesn't have to use his Pip. Gets 2 1/1s. Kills my Devoted Follower. Could keep this alive by using our only Pip.
Use this time for reflection.
Feels a little bit sketchy, though. We also just don't have any other creatures, so... we'll go ahead and buff our only creature. Otherwise, if this just got traded into twice, then we'd have nothing to buff. Maybe nothing to do. We've got our beautiful god power, but so he's playing Death, Nature, and Light. Got an Amazon theme going on here. Wow, and has... wow, that's... how do they get lucky every time? A wild move. If it had hit this, it just would have popped the ward and done nothing else. We can get ourselves 2 copies of Primal Guidance if we want. I don't have any Amazons, but... it's a little bunch of removal spells. Take that out. I'm going to play this now. It's not like the greatest spell in the entire world to get 2 copies of, but it's not bad. It's cheap. But we know what we're getting. Whereas, like, later if he has, like, 5 or 6 spells, some of them might just be completely dead to us. This will never be dead to us. Unless he only has warded creatures. But yeah, like, against his Summon Acolyte, like... just another Illuminate, basically. Alice's Wonder Wagon, though, I would love to get that out right now. This is just too easy to Primal. DP. And then next turn we've got another Primal and Palace if he just GPs again. He knows we have 2 copies of this. If he passes here, that's crazy. Alright, so we can actually swap this if we want. Do we want it to be a 6-3 or a 3-6? I think the answer is you want it to be a 3-6 on his turn. And then on my turn, we can hopefully swap it back. This is interesting as well. Rift Scholar into getting in Asterius would be pretty cool. Ooh, the doggo. Okay. I want to play Guiding Light and just draw a buff +3/+3 creature. Because Rift Scholar seems good, but we're just drawing 1 card here instead of 2, but it's going to be massively buffed, so I think it's just worth it. And now we can swing, and then we trade here. And now it's traded back, so now he can't kill it, hopefully. We'll face. Next turn we have Reconnaissance if we want to flip this one more time. Do another 6. The Hunt is perfect. Now we can play Madame Denholm. Hopefully he uses only AoE spell. These are some good cards. Do we risk it? I think we risk this. I mean, at worst, we get 1 free rune. And he's only got 2 strength attack on board, so... He will need something else in order to be able to kill it. I feel like a second The Hunt coming on. That'd be wild. What does this do? Makes it a 2/2. I mean, we got a free rune from it and took out his thing. Whenever your opponent casts a spell. Okay, I didn't know if the rune would actually buff this, but it does not. But we could Fella Janissary, Rune of Strength, this. Comes a 4/4, trade it out. Then we have a 5/5, 4/2, and a 1/2 that's spitting out tons of stuff for free every turn. Plus, we'll just GP. Never swing with Madam.
You're surrounded.
Not until it's lethal. Or until she's on fire. GG's. Yeah, we just really steamrolled. He did have one nice AoE spell, but we had some good answers right afterwards. Alright. That's a cool logo. Alright, we're going first. Love Levy. Don't love these. I will keep the Will-O-Wisp against the ping. At least for now. We'll get rid of the wagon first. Yikes.
My choices define me.
Okay, well, we're passing turn 1. Don't love passing turn 1, but we're passing turn 1. Love that we have Mugging and Levy. Don't love that he has Ritual Rod at all. We do have some Relic removal. Esther into Will-O-Wisp is literally why we're playing Will-O-Wisp in addition to Asterius. But this is just terrible that we have to pass a second turn here. I don't think I've ever passed turn 1 and turn 2 in sealed mode. In fact, I can say that I definitively have not in like 50 games. Probably not 50. 20, 25, 30. Yeah, maybe it's closer to 50. I don't know. I don't know how to do math, so who knows. That's a good card to probably finally use our Pip on here. If he casts a spell, then he can just raid it maybe, or... If we save our Pip there next turn, we have Thester and Will-O-Wisp, so he's just going to do this, which is pretty absurd. This is the slowest start we've ever had. Likely he just does this, right? So, gotta get him to get rid of this Relic. Otherwise, Thester probably doesn't live very long. That's terrifying. Okay. Recursion. No spells. Okay. Get the Wander Wagon cooking here. Hopefully that can eat up some damage. The Thester will become a 4/3, and if we pipped, Jesus, and if we pipped 5/4, we'll just dies immediately, which is not good. Man, because he has the Relic and the ping, like even getting this out behind 2 warded creatures, it still just dies. Trade the 1/1s. Well, you can't ping the second 1/1, but yeah, I mean if we reconnaissance, we have nothing to levy.
Is this what eternity feels like?
This pairs well with Thester as well. We get a little bit cheeky here. See what happens.
Now shoot.
Now he can easily kill Thester, but the hope is that Petros, the beloved son, survives. And then next turn, if we can Will-O-Wisp GP, becomes a 7/7. A different answer for my 6/5? Hope lost. Oh my god, he just...
It is time.
just murdered my Will-O-Wisps. That was really rude. Okay. Super unfortunate that we don't have an archer right now. We can actually get his hope lost ×2. Playing double hope lost would actually be pretty nuts. What do we want to do here? Let's reconnaissance this. And get the Rune Moth cooking.
I'm running out of time. That is not possible.
I'm not gonna swing. I was hoping we'd get like a Rune of Strength. Or a Rune of Fire, even more so. Or even the Rune of Health. Literally anything but the Rune of Sight, because we could have traded here and healed this back up. Really just need this to stick around.
I failed once.
Okay, we knew he had
Never
that.
again. Forgive me.
What does Hope Lost do? Give -1 to each. Wasn't this in my hand? Is this 2/2? Would it be a 1/1? Yeah, I drew it after the fact. Sure, let's use Rune of Sight. It's free. Don't need Charm for a hot minute. I mean, we're at 6. I'm gonna get rid of Guiding Light. Don't love drawing Charm here, but okay. He wants this to die. I don't want that to die, so I'm going to try and pump it as much as possible. At least make him swing his relic here into it, potentially. I guess we're going to have to trade here, so... We're going to get one bomb in our deck. This is giving me 2 runes. He has to trade here, we're quite happy. Thester put in some serious work. Can't believe he's not played a single creature with 2 strength or less yet. Umber Arrow Savage. Does that...
You've been weighed and found wanting.
GU needs a stack. This should have probably gained +2 strength. Alright. Don't mind this. It's unfortunate that we finally drew our relic removal right after no longer needing it. Let's just play the Nether Sword. It's hidden. Next turn we can pump it to an 8/8, smack him in the face for 8, and have a frontliner. Wouldn't mind... well, normally I wouldn't mind 2 Umber Arrows. Dude's played no little creatures the entire game. I guess he's going to continue. Random spell from your opponent's god. Any light card, okay. Wow, there's Asterius. Like glittering one. We could play Rift Scholar and Vesper. Actually kind of like that. We can draw some cards here. Our hand is just beautiful. Play this. Because we have Asterius, I'm actually tempted to just trade. What if he kills the 2/2? Do this and then we're at 7, and 7 scares me because he could have like Apocalypse Now. Can't really play around it, right? They always seem to have it. Let's find out.
Nice wings, bird brain.
Random card from Light. He could have the Light board wipe as well. Lysander's Mercy.
This knowledge is for
3 random creatures that cost 3 or less. Wait, he only ever played 2 creatures that cost 3 or less mana. That's insane.
to the light.
Okay, we don't have any 1 mana cards, and we're definitely playing Asterius here, so let's do this. Not quite lethal. Do we worry about the Griffin? I will trade that out. And then we'll just go... yeah, we'll just go here. I think that's fine.
Let's go get him. I'm right behind you.
We just really needed like 1 of these to get through. Once he's down to like 5, Charm's just going to do the trick at some point. He'd never be able to play a creature with 5 strength. And he's never played a creature with 2 strength. All of his creatures only 3 and 4 strength creatures. Victor Kovac. Going first. Love to get 7 wins and get a Bounty Hunter trinket. We definitely do not need Charm. Nor Crystal Rain. Or Recursion or the Palette. We really don't want any of this, to be honest. Okay, Griffin's fine. Card's just strong. It's a very big body. I'll keep.
Strength and mercy.
We both have the exact same trinkets on both the same sides. You can't see, but he's also got the Neferu's Kopesh. Although mine's the better looking version. My version, not to brag, is like 12 cents more than his version. So, yeah. Kind of cool. Mugging is cool. Alright, love the Eager Griffin. Don't love that he gets random cards. Or that's what he just got. Yep, he doesn't have light, so anything that he plays that's light he's getting from me.
Strength and mercy.
Mugging, though, is beautiful for this, so... Also, at some point, he's going to get a 1-mana light spell, and it's going to be good, and then I'm going to get 2 copies of that, so that'll be decent. I don't really want to use Mugging here, because this doesn't really accomplish much. I kind of just want to smack him in the face, GP, and move on with my life. He does have a 1-mana light spell that, like, buffs this health or something. It's also going to buff my strength. Does 1 damage, ally. So when he plays Amazons. He played Dark Knives, but he's gonna have to kill this now. Okay. Still only has 1 health though, so that's fine. Okay. We can now get 2 Dark Knives if we wanted, which is pretty insane. Wouldn't mind 2 Dark Knives. Slap them on a Will-O-Wisp or something. Slap them on the Mugger. I'm gonna put my money on the fact that he doesn't have more Amazons. So he's not gonna be able to ping these off. he could have more Amazons, but he doesn't have more Amazons. That'd be crazy. Really want Dark Knives that bad, but like, I do like getting a known quantity over just a bunch of random spells. Don't know that he can make trade here though, so considering the fellow Janissary face. And he just kills the fellow Janissary though.
I'm running out of time.
Okay.
Finally, it's
Show me your Amazons. Hopefully he doesn't have two. If he has one, that's fine. If he has like 2 or 3 little ones somehow, like pixies, I'd be very, very sad. That's annoying. Also wreck this thing down to a 1-3. Okay, but if he just leaves these on board because he thinks that they don't do anything now, Recursion would have another thing to tell him about that. I mean, Crystal Rain also just looks really nice here too. Yeah. We'll rain on him. Because we get a 4C as well, which is so strong. At 5 mana, we still have Pip. Could keep the 7. Levy seems strong. He's playing a lot of low cost, low strength creatures. We'll just keep it in that order too. I think it's fine. Okay. If he doesn't play a spell, he's presumably playing a pretty slow turn here. Getting 2 Dark Knives would be very nice.
It is time.
Okay. Let's get Dark Knives ×2. And I guess we trade off this. I don't have any synergies yet, but we could easily top deck like Asterius or something. Or just Dark Knives. Something nice to stick on here. Okay. Shame that couldn't be a 2/4. One of these days, one of my opponents will play something I can levy. Rat of Healing. Not really worth levying, but sure. Oof. Okay. Don't love that. I think we play Palace's Wander Wagon. Guess we're gonna have to trade off a couple things here. Or we could just trade off 2 with a knife. Don't love wasting the knife here, but... I don't think you play around Uncanny Rogue, but I've seen so many people have Uncanny Rogue that it just seems inevitable. Would give this deadly and then he just gets the trade. 6/3 with flank is bad. Rid of Law is interesting. No relic removal. Gets one of my 1/1s. Thester. We can't play Thester into Strix, which is a shame. We play Thester into GP and this becomes a 3-attack creature, which is all you need in order to take out the 6/3, so I wouldn't be too mad. We don't really have much else anyway, so let's go for it. And he almost has to make this trade if he doesn't have an answer in hand, because this thing can get nuts real quick. Especially he's seen my deck. I mean, unfortunately, we've used most of our synergies, but he knows we're playing synergies with this thing. Alright, this brings back a random friendly Anubian. Okay, so he's not going to have a random friendly Anubian here. Can't kill it, so let's just get our 7-drop out. Can't believe this has 5 orders still. That is absurd that he just did that. Like, why would you not have killed something else before doing that at the minimum? Another riddle. This whole turn has been so crazy. My head is spinning right now. Okay. Well, let's get the beloved sun cooking. And we'll play Strix. And we'll play the Humble. Alright.
Honesty is so dull.
We have to fear the board wipe, but can't play around them, really. Not unless you've got your own board wipes. This is going to have Blitz or no? No Blitz. It is large. Pop. Bring it down to 5. This becomes a 5. Yeah, this will survive. We can play this. And now just go face.
You've been weighed and found wanting.
Okay. Nice. That's a beautiful rune right there. Ooh, gives +3, -3. Okay. That's deadly, so we can't just like twin strike and then sack. Hey, it's something we can finally levy. Instant levy, let's go. We will wait on the Rune of Fire here, since we can't kill him this turn.
Their plan can't be that obvious.
Fear. It's been a while. Strength and mercy.
Okay. Can we get through here? Without giving up everything. We can give this 7. Okay. There we go.
I banish you from the light.
GG's. Player. Alright. Do not need 7 drops. Definitely don't need that bad 5 drop right now. They're all 1 drops. I don't think we all need all of them. I love Deuteria early. I don't think that's a problem. Constructed, Deuteria early is not good because it just clogs up your deck basically. Sometimes. I like the Humble Benefactor early too. I don't think we're going to keep the Lore Inspector. Alright, now, yeah.
Brace yourself.
I like it.
am your trial as you are mine.
Don't like that. This gives burn 4 to anything. I mean, I don't mind trading my 1 mana into their 1 mana. I don't want to lose my devoted follower to it. Ugh. He has rushed me aurically. And has a switch duelist. Jeez. That's kind of gross. We could have 2 of those, though, if we want. I do want. That's a board wipe right there. That's a 2 mana, deal 2 to everything. Don't mind if I do. Also, we have the Stormstress, which does 1 to every enemy. Ooh, increases my auric rushes.
Fair's fair.
Yeah, we're just gonna God Power here.
Today, your disciples become martyrs.
Having 2 auric rushes is pretty cool. And then into Stormstress too. Like, that's just... Oh wow, and he plays Dolwaz? Like, alright, we're definitely gonna auric rush. Yeah, that's why I wasn't really concerned about that trade, because we still get to swing. Yeah. Oh boy, bud, you're just... Does he not realize we have 2 auric rushes? We don't even need to use both. We can, in fact... Could just straight up play Stormstress here. We don't even need to use the auric rushes. Kinda think we're gonna do that. In fact, I think what we're gonna do is auric rush, because this would hit my own friendly creatures, and right now we don't have any creatures on board. And then we'll pip out Palace's Wander Wagon. And despite losing 8 health to start, we now just have like a really good hand and stuff. We're not too concerned. We've stabilized pretty quick. Wow. That is kind of funny. Either way, it would have died, so it didn't really help. Slayer, eh? Okay. Okay, this gives me a... Yeah, this is great. This is a great top deck, because now we don't have to do weird, awkward stuff, probably. Probably would have just played Devoted plus GP, but... I think this is better. Less stats on board, but... Has his own Wander Wagon.
It is time.
Interesting. So if we hit it for 2 with Auric, it becomes a 3/4 and then becomes a 4/3. This gives +3 to a random from another domain, but these are both not going to work because light is the domain that I am. Alright, so I think we go Stormstress into Auric Rush. Yeah. Now it swaps to a 3/3, which it already was. And we take it out. And smack him in the face. And he can click that Slayer button the next 10 turns if he wants, but he'll be dead before then. We now also have a magic creature out, which can now become a 6/6 next turn. Also have the 4/4. Plus 2/3 Twin Strike. Plus we have 6 mana, so we can also play the Spiritual Benefactor. Okay, that's rude. Wow, is he really just going to try and Slayer me to death? He's going to get really hurt right here. Wow. This is beautiful. Is it random? Oh, it's random. Okay. Would we rather have a 6/7 or a 4/5? Deception could have Hunting Trap. Let's play around Hunting Trap. Sure. That's bad for him. This actually transforms Dolvaz, and then he just never gets it back, and we never have to worry about it ever again, which is kind of nice. Not that it's ever going to be a problem, but I think this will dishearten him so much he will just concede. At the same time, I literally think we actually just take the Field Martyr and then just trade. Because who cares? This is going to become a 2-2, and then so what? I'm going to get rid of Dolvaz, though. And we will pump. You know what? I'm going to play it safer, not go all in here, and we'll just do this. Okay.
Oh, goody two-shoes.
Because he does hit 7 mana here. Can wipe my board.
Stay resolute.
Or Wither Finger me. We still have 3-4 attack that we could do to face if we wanted.
My choices define me.
I think we're just gonna get this out. Now if he does wipe the whole board, we get a legendary creature. If he doesn't wipe the whole board, we have 5. His base. Apocalypse Now does clear twice, but he's not death, so no APOC. Could do 8 to this and 4 to everything else. And then trade into the legendary. Depending on what it was. He's gonna kill this probably here, and we'll get to see what pops out of the egg. Still lethal though, even if I get a 0/0. 5/9, Tear the Just. After this takes damage, it gets +5 strength. Spellworm for the 1-cost mugging.
To the light.
Alright, GG's. Whew. Ooh, poor player gets the rematch. That's unfortunate. Can we get poor player in the comments below? Some F's for player. Stormstress is cool. We don't really need any of this stuff right now. Alright, never mind. Scratch that. Poor me. Put poor me in the comments below. This is not a good starting hand. This is kind of the same thing that happened last time. We had Recursion. He played Auric Rush.
Our work is never done.
Wow, that's such a bad idea, dude.
It is time.
Wow. It's such a bad idea to play Spellworm, dude. I mean, he's getting let off the hook easy here, and it's still pretty brutal. Like, my board is now just, like, developed on turn 2, and I didn't even use my pip. That's annoying, because now we can't play Fester.
Forgive.
We just GP, though. This GP rocks. Take out a 2/2, but, like, it's fine. We'll have to get Fester out plus his Echo, I suppose. Player's so bad, dude. Oh my god, he's going face?
To the light.
Oh, player. Oh, poor player. And now we just top decked Will-O-Wisp too. which gonna hurt player a lot. This is gonna hurt me a lot more than it's gonna hurt him. Wait, no, that's not right. Don't touch my stuff. Clear his dude. We just are now 6 wide. With the thing that gets bigger every turn, we can trade off whatever we don't want. Play little creatures with the god power plus this. If he ever plays a spell, we can get 2 copies of his spell. Do better than him. Savage Strike is pretty savage, but we do keep 3 things on board still. We didn't see his Savage Strike last time. Still go Petros and GP. He's got Auric Rush, okay. We can get a copy of, we can get 2 copies actually of either of those and I'll be quite happy. At the same time, like, I don't even think we need to do it right away. Even though those are really good. So we can Petros, buff Petros. We had a Pip. Yeah, I think we're just going to get 2 copies of, hopefully, Auric Rush, I think. Savage Strike's fine. Actually, Savage Strike's probably... This one always hits my stuff. Auric Rush gives you the option to just ping something of theirs for 2, which I think is better, since I'm ahead on the board. If I was behind on the board, I'd definitely want 2 Savage Strikes for sure. But since we're ahead... We're not ahead by much, but he seems to like to lean on the Slayer button, which does not do much. Odds and ends dealer. This, unfortunately, is not neutral. Oh, but it's light. I was thinking this was a neutral card. It's actually a light card. Okay. Figured all tokens were neutral incorrectly. I still think we go Petros into Valid, because next turn we have Asterius. But that puts Petros out of Asterius range. So maybe you just go Petros GP. It's a little bit more risky. But the payoff will be absurd. 3 2/2s with Asterius. And again, yes, maybe he just pings this off. But if he spends his time to ping this off, maybe we keep 2 of them. Blitz and protected to a friendly creature. Interesting. Okay. Boop. Threatening lethal next turn. Even if he kills the 4/6, it's lethal. Overproof only does 1 to each. It makes this protected. He gets to trade here, but that's still lethal. Unless he does something else. For 1 or 2 mana. Rend'll do it. Okay. All of our creatures are light except for this. I want a creature that's not light so we can pump it by 3 next turn. This is going to be awkward, but I'm going to Crystal Rain. And Denholm is good. I'm going to get rid of Deuteria. And I'm just going to go face, face, and Deluan. No, God, wrong thing. That was scary. If you double click that fast enough, it actually selects it too. That was really scary. Now he needs to kill both. He's at 7 mana. Okay.
It's been a while. My turn.
I Yeah, I think this is... Well, is the Rogue Skulker neutral or not? If it's neutral, it's lethal next turn with odds and ends. Try this. Get a ward guy out. I want to save this for next turn so we can pump something. These will both be at 1, so I'm going to pump them in case he has like an arc rush. Let's pump them both. Now arc rush does nothing to save him. Madam is a neutral. That's crazy. The Rogue Skulker can't get pumped. Alright, that doesn't stop lethal. Jeez.
If I may.
Barbarian with their fingers. Not bad. Man, this Asterius deck. The synergy. Tester, Mugging, and Asterius in one deck is just a beautiful sight. Alrighty. This is not what we want to see. Our hand is so bricked, I'm going to keep Crystal Rain.
To the light.
Good luck.
Like at 5 mana, we start cooking because we can like play Thester into Will-O-Wisp. Crystal Rain.
If I may.
Like you can't like pains me so much to pass the first 2 turns. Oh my god, it pains me. Next turn we're playing a 2-2. Hopefully he doesn't do too much here. Love it. Thank you for letting me off the hook, Mr. Box. Box, I couldn't have done this win without you. I just want to thank you. Really from the bottom of my heart. He even heard his own thing, so like... we had like Mugging or something next turn. Or even just a protected 1-1. Now if we wait till 5 and use our pip, we can go... Jesus, what is this man doing? Thester, Will-O-Wisp, and Vesper all in one turn. We also have Rune Moth. Also just have Mad Amden home, which will pump this at the start of the next turn, which is crazy. Okay, so let's do this. And I am going to pip Will-O-Wisp, I think. We also could go Petros, pip, Vesper. I think is probably fine.
What next?
And then next turn, these just pop the hell off if he does not kill them both. Next turn we go Will-O-Wisp and Rune Moth, which is just absurd. Yukos is fine. He can cheat this one. As long as this survives, that's all we really wanted. Love it. Love it. As long as he doesn't have a 1 mana murder spell. Okay, perfect. That's exactly what we wanted. And now the beauty, too, is with the Rune Moth out there. Like, these are both must-kill creatures. You can't leave either of these. I'm just getting so much... Like, this is absurd value already. Even if this just stays 1 turn, it's almost paying for itself. If it stays 2 turns, it's just just such good value. He might be able to kill both.
Fair's fair.
Interesting. The beauty of giving it more health is that he can't get to the back line until he kills this, so giving it more health is actually kind of nice. This is light, this is magic, so we actually can pump the Rune Moth into a 3-3 and give myself a 4-4. And I will do exactly that. Wait, it just... Okay, apparently it can buff itself, which was unexpected and not what I wanted to happen. In that case, now that it's a 7-4 and I don't really want to just lose it. Okay. I mean, yes, this is a different domain than light, so yes, of course this could have happened. But it would never be able to happen in constructed mode, really, so you want to call me by surprise there. That's a shame that it's not a 2-5. Rain. Crystal Rain plus the spell seems pretty strong here. Yeah, I like this. We don't like that. Okay. That 4C2 is so strong. Oop. Keep my stuff cooking.
Nice wings, bird brain.
Before I get comments asking why I like to swing with 0 attack creatures, no, it is not to BM my opponent. Every time you swing with something, you gain more time on the clock, and your time does carry over from turn to turn. The lower you are, the less you get at the start of your next turn. If you're like pretty high, then it just restarts at the top. But if you're like all the way down at the rope, well then you only get like half. So it doesn't do nothing swinging with 0 strength creatures. It actually does something, and the something is actually kind of important. So, yeah, that is why. Let's mercantile this guy. Look at this Rune Moth just putting in work. It is just for 0 mana. Done like 9 damage, which is absurd. Go face. I don't really want to use this, but we kind of have to. That he can't just kill. Oh god, I double clicked. Oh my god. Trying to throw. Can my time go up? Beautiful. This has given me 4 Runifiers. This is the best Rune Moth that's ever Rune Mothed. Blitz, protected, gets to kill my 7-3. We'll get to do 3-6. Okay. What do we want to do here? We could... levy the 1/1. I'm going to get this Porphyrion out, but it just gets traded by the 4/5 right now. I'm just going to go wide. Try and keep my Rune Moth intact. I can actually set this to a 1/1. I didn't realize that. That's cool.
That is not
Oh, it's an
possible.
enemy creature. Just kidding. That's not cool. This is terrible. Okay. Ooh, worst Rune Moth ever. Only 5 Runifiers. That's pretty large and scary. Kills my 3/3 here as well. We can still do 6. Wow, that is big. 4/9. No, that's still 9.
It is time.
Ormstress seems decent here. I really do want to kill that 4-2 though. One doesn't cut it. Let's kill the 1-1 though. Why is this reduced in strength? Oh, he gave it like +1, -1. Interesting. Okay.
That is not possible. That is not possible.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we have a choice here.
That is not possible.
I'm gonna save the Rune of Life. Technically, this could heal 1, but if he trades here and then like cheats it or something, we can heal this back up. Ooh, bound by her will. And has a deadly. Okay. That's really annoying. Damn, I just got a taste of my own medicine and I hate it. That's almost lethal. Ooh. Alright, I'm gonna heal this. I kill the deadly. Gotta kill that, otherwise he could get like 10 Rune of Lives. I think this is probably just strong. It's got ward. And then we'll pass. Not concerned about making his god power more expensive, but wow. You still get frontline or no? Oh my god. Okay, that's annoying.
It is time. I am sorry. You earned your rest.
Hunting Trap would be cool. Yukos doesn't do too much. Well, actually, double Yukos does do quite a lot, but maybe not exactly what we wanted to do. Let's see what we get. That's not what we wanted. Alright. Play Guiding Light. A big devoted follower, but not super helpful.
Alright, let's dance.
Well, we just do what we gotta do. Protected, it's warded. Gives -2 strength, so if he had traded here after popping Protect, this would have gotten reduced. And double bound by her will feels real bad.
Stay resolute.
Okay. Sheesh. Witherfingers? He did get the Rune of Life too, wow.
Strength and mercy.
Asterius actually pumps this back up, but we're 1 mana off bounding the Blind Martyr and then Asterius. Regardless, I think we have to steal the Blind Martyr. We're never going to have like another target for bound, and that's actually pretty good because it'll buff my stuff instead of his. It also gives me a frontliner. We'll also then buff this. And then next turn Asterius seems decent. We swing here, then he just needs to attack once. I used to trade. I don't know. Debating if we're supposed to trade our stuff here or not.
I'm running out of time.
I don't think we are. If I trade this, then he just gets one extra swing, so we make him trade. So he could cheat this, actually. Maybe that's the flaw. He cheats this, and then he can pop and kill. Okay, he didn't do that, so now this is going to have 7. Not really sure how we can take the board, even with Asterius. Even with an extra 1/1 on the board here. I guess the hope is that he thinks he can 2-turn me, and then we get Asterius out with everything getting buffed. If he kills this, 10-10 becomes an... Okay, so that doesn't kill it. Now it's a 3-1 and not a threat, so he basically... He's hiding it. Wow. You use a lot of resources there, though. I'm not really mad about that.
Well, at least they tried.
Covering Sigil's really annoying.
To the light.
I was hoping for like a 2-drop or something really good. It's still decent. This gets chewed up by the 10-10, but... not before we get to take this out. He could put 6 damage in on his face. Threaten lethal. He trades here. He kills the 3-3, but it summons a 1-1, and that's technically lethal. He's only got 2 cards in hand. We really go for that? It's scary to unhide my Madame. No, because he could just cheat and then he kills Madame, right? Eats this, kills this, or even my face potentially.
I'm running out of time.
I don't know. We are running out of time. I think we have no choice. We're quite literally running out of time on our life clock, because he can do 13 damage just by cheating my front line. I can't sit around and wait. Front line doesn't protect me at all, unless you have 2 frontliners, but that's not happening anytime soon. That actually is insane, and probably just won him the game. Wow. That's insane. That's literally what he needed, was a blitz. That's brutal. That is just brutal. Damn. Now he's threatening exact lethal. We want this to be a 6-3 or a 3-6. Probably a 6-3 to be honest, yeah. Let's play it first. We could actually turn it into a 7-3, right? He just trades the 6-3 into it no matter what, right? But I don't see any reason not to do this way. We're threatening lethal again. He's down to 3.
Finally, a challenge.
He's also threatening lethal, by the way. He just cheats this, but then it's 50-50. Yes! Thank you, Juggernaut. My hero. Look at that smiley face, too, as he just BM'd his master. Wow. Now this is hidden and he has to have an answer for it. And has to have an answer for that and that. Wow. Damn. Wow. My boy Juggernaut. I always loved that guy. I'm gonna get a tattoo of Juggernaut on my arm. Alright, one more. Alright. Going second again. Got the mirror match. He's got death, magic, light. Going second, love the levy. Don't really love the reconnaissance. Yeah, Tuteria is a cool body to drop on turn 1, especially if he does nothing. Getting a 2-2 out there early is cool.
Have faith.
I'll keep.
And stay strong. Now here's a worthy opponent.
Okay. It's fine. He trades both, we're happy. He doesn't, we're happy. We're just happy no matter what. Can't get me down. I just had a Juggernaut save my life. My god.
My choices define.
That's absurd. I really want to pip this out and then just profit. That's insane. This card's so freaking good. I don't even know if we need to kill one of these, but I think I'm going to kill... Nah, I'm gonna go face. We have Crystal Rain. I think it's like scary with like Amazons is like Archmonian Onslaught or something, right? Like, I mean, Mirdo's Daughter is also pretty insane. If he pips out Mirdo's Daughter right now, I'll be pretty sad. Is Mirdo 4 or 5 mana? Wonder Wagon. Alright. Alright, Illuminate's not bad top deck. If we use Illuminate to kill a 1-1, this becomes a 6-3, and then we just trade. We could even then levy. Then we could just levy instead, I think is better. Save our Illuminate. We levy, this becomes 6-3, we trade. Yeah. That's fine. He uses only pip. Whew. We've got the most absurd card. We're 6-0, but I don't think we've really gotten to use Madame, like, for real yet. Like, early turn 3. Like, this is absurd. I think we played it on, like, turn 6 or 7 or 8 once, but this is where you want to drop it. You drop it on turn 2 and you just sit back and get a 1-1 with Blitz effectively every single turn. With God Blitz. Because it summons at the end of their turn. Just every turn. Every single turn. Hopefully it sits on the board for the next 10 turns. Okay, 4-4 is big. But we can just kill it with Illuminate. Or even Crystal Rain here. I'd like to not use my pips if possible. We do need to kill this because doing any damage is not helpful if it then just heals itself. So we could Illuminate and trade, but then then we just GP. I think that's perfect. And I'm even going to take out his 1-1 just to assert my dominance for the most part. So he knows, you're not allowed to have any creatures. Creatures are my thing. You just sit back and watch me smack you in the face with my completely broken Madam. Ramping is a little bit scary in this mode for sure. If he's got good 7 drops. Okay. I don't hate Crystal Rain. It's kind of weak, but the 4C is actually kind of strong. I do think the Wander Wagon here is just better, though. Not super concerned with his little creatures. We'll just start smacking him in the face. Could be ramping up to like a nice 7-drop board wipe like Apocalypse Now. Also got Magic, which has got nice 7-drop board wipes. Might be Madame Denholm's Last Night on Earth. She's put in some good work. Next turn we could flip this into a 6 Reconnaissance easily, if not Rain. Put in some nice face damage.
Is this what eternity feels
Perseverance is brutal. I don't know the order of operations here. Okay, that's what I thought should happen. I wasn't sure if it would flip technically before they actually blitzed. Crystal Rain now looks pretty tasty. Is he going to trade 2 1/1s into this? Ancient Texts, wow. Okay. That's good that we get to kill 4 or at least, yeah, 4 creatures here. Maybe he trades off the 1/1. It flipped on him. Oops. Let's rain on his parade here. And then we'll have a 2/1. Don't really need either of these, but they're also both not bad. I like the ward aspect. We already have a ward creature. I'll keep the removal spell. Face, 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 face. And now he's at 7, so... Now we find out what he's working with at 7. He's only got 4 cards in hand, though, so even if he has nice 7 drops, he might not have any. If we can get Porphyrion out and make his god power even just, like, untenable, that'd be great. This is annoying. We have mugging, so we can trade pretty much our whole board off to get rid of this thing, but not the worst.
That is not possible.
Yeah, let's do this and then we'll... I'm gonna pip out... Yeah, let's pip out Porphyrion. Hello? Thank you. Okay. I think because we pipped this and we don't want him to just buff this with like Canonize or something and kill my Porphyrion, we do trade. Might be a little bit too conservative, but I'd rather just have a guaranteed 5/4. Got Denholm online. I mean, sitting pretty good here. Constance will be good when he drops something big. Doesn't have frontline. Look at that. 5 mana for Summon Acolyte. Now, that will put it to sleep because the damage blocked... The ward blocked the damage part, but not the sleep part. Which is annoying, but at least it's still going to wreck his thing for next turn. What spells? I would love copies of... Well, Perseverance if the game went long. ancient text if the game doesn't go long. Let's see what we get. I love ancient text. Perseverance is maybe fine. Not super easy to use when your board is completely wide, but I'll start hitting him in the face here.
We are surrounded.
With our pip, we can literally double perseverance. I mean, we need to make room for that, obviously. And we'll hope that day never comes. But that's pretty insane. I don't want to play this yet, just in case he does have a board wipe, because that's like our only other big threat. Oof.
Failed once.
Okay.
Never again.
Perseverance gonna come in handy here. 3 1/1s. Could also mercantile into a perseverance. That's crazy. Perseverance is insane. Yeah, and then we'll just GP, and our board will be full at the start of next turn, unless he kills stuff, obviously.
Onward to
We get another thing from Madame, so we got room for that.
Am I a false
We're now at
god?
8 mana, which is a scary place to be. Definitely wanted to win this one earlier. This card is just obscene. We've done so much work with it. Plus 2 health to your weakest creature. Alright, that's fine.
My choices define me.
Okay. So we trade off 3 1/1s into here. No, we need to trade all 4 to mercantile it. No, we mercantile this. We persevere that, yeah. Yeah, we need to do this first, so it doesn't get buffed. 2, 3. Use our pip. He's got 2 cards in hand, but we still don't have that many big threats on board, which is kind of annoying. Not complaining. Hard to do any damage to his face here. Some point I want a reconnaissance, even just to see what he's doing next, and maybe get something. I don't know. I mean, obviously doesn't have any like big 7 or 8 drops, or he'd likely have played them. You get a copy of a card in their hand. We can at least see what he's sitting on and why he's not playing it.
I can be patient.
But I'd also like to Guiding Light and get a +3/+3 and actually get a real threat on board. This would give Protected to it. 5/4 destroys a 3. Okay, that's pretty strong.
My choices define me.
Alright, I want to trade at least one thing in here so I can get a body on board. But I want to see what else he's dealing with in hand here, because Okay. That's what he's dealing with. So this only goes for my void? It used to be both. I mean, Porphyrion would be fine. A bit scary. What does he have in his? Getting back like a firewall, 6/6. Okay. Let's play Guiding Light. That's big. So we're going to get a 1/1 next turn anyway, so I'm going to make room for it.
I am learning much from this trial.
We know one of his cards is Raised Dead. Hopefully none of it's like single target removal. But, I mean, even if it was, like, he's had no targets. That's why he wouldn't have played it. So, I mean, it's possible. Definitely not AoE, because he would have killed Madame Denholm 20 turns ago. I assume he's getting back to 6/6. It doesn't proc the Roar, which is fine. Firewall also, okay, also could be fine. But, I mean, we can do 5 damage to it. 6 with this. Vesper's not super helpful here. Alright, so we're going to get a lot of damage in on this, but not enough. I want to get this online, but we can't get it online while there's a front line in the way. So, not a front line that gives burn. I don't want this to get burnt up. It's not going to do anything if it's behind the thing. So let's get Stormstress up. One more damage, which luckily Madame will actually do for me, so... Can either go Griffin Plus or just GP. GP kills the 5/2, although he probably trades it. This gets buffed if he plays a spell. We don't know what's in his hand. He played his Raised Dead. Yeah, let's get these online. Alright.
Doubts.
And then I want to get that Golem Centurion out ASAP, because then we also have Raised Dead. So Golem Centurion has the afterlife to summon a random legendary. Then you can Raise Dead the Golem again, and then you get another random legendary again. The Ragnarok finally will kill my board, but it also kills his board faster, and he just did 3 damage to his face. So this is going to be, as long as he doesn't put a big 7-drop out, a great opportunity for my Golem Centurion. Now, I'm still going to get to swing. He buffed this to a 4. We're going to get to swing face. That's annoying. But that's perfectly fine. Yeah, this is a great time to get Golem out.
To the light.
Alrighty. We can kill the 1/1 that produces strength. Wow. Me, I want to get this out so bad. Wither fingers. It's like that meme with the boyfriend where he's like looking over his shoulder. What? I mean, it is exactly like that. He's got 1 card in hand. Witherfinger seems pretty freaking strong. 4, 5, 6. That would be lethal. So, I mean, let's do it.
I will overcome.
Madame Denholm, hats off to you. You just freaking soloed this guy. He's got spot removal. Still in a fight. It's expensive, like Reap or something. Then that's his whole turn, so we'd be fine with that. Death Unfreaking Born. That kills the strongest creature too. That is absurd. Yoshi, you son of a gun. Holding out on me here. Okay.
A challenge. I accept.
Did she proc one last time? Like,
I am sorry. You earned your
at
rest.
the end of your opponent's turn. Oh my god, he just got a copy of this? Bro, if I lose this game, it will be so absurd. I'm gonna protect his face now because I have this. Blight is insane, but luckily we still have our raised dead, so we can get this back. Odds and ends is... Oh, that's a neutral? Oh my god, they're both neutral, so you can't play. So this actually just... Well, this is random anyway, and it might just buff itself, as we found out earlier. But this just dies, which is insane.
Forgive me.
God. And, like, Witherfingers doesn't... We could get Madame Denholm back. But he's back to 20 health, which is insane. Putting a frontliner out doesn't super help. Oh my god. I think we have to just...
We mustn't linger, lest our provisions run dry.
This is insane. I think we have to just play the odds and ends dealer, and then GP, and then just go face. This is so absurd. This needs to be a big thing, or we might just die.
You've been weighed and found wanting.
It's not big, but it's not small. He's gonna have to spend time to kill the odds and ends dealer. Hopefully with his creature and not my face. Then we can raise dead next turn. He doesn't have blitz, so we could play it, but no blitz. I don't think we have anything else that like really helps to bring back. Wow, he just murdered my dude and my other dude. Stop murdering my dudes. Oh my god. What an absurd card. Wow. Speaking of absurd cards, we are literally one off lethal right now. Is there anything we can do that does damage? Madame Denholm? How absurd would that be? If he puts up a frontliner, though, we just lose. But he's got one card in hand. That being said, he's had like the perfect answers every single... No frontline. No AoE. He's got to be confused as heck as to why I just brought her back of all things. Like, there's no way he knows I have charm. I think that's his last card in hand, but I think that's a bug. I think he has one more. No, that's it. That's it. Wait, I think. Right? Does he have one more or no? I don't know. Let's go. Unfreaking real game. Oh, he does have one more card in hand, by the way. And it was Vampiric Skull. That was an insane game. Madame Denholm, hats off to you, Yoshi. Well played. That was a crazy finish.
I fight for the day when I no longer need.
Oh my god. 2 crazy ones in a row to finish this thing off. Wow. Alright, some people have requested that we open up the prizes in the video, so I'm going to open up the packs now on camera. Alright, here we go. So these are the prizes we got from 7 wins. The epic bounties. We're looking for a bounty hunter trinket, an epic one. Nope, that is a palace's wand. The lower tier. That's a card back, which we already have. Wait, do we have this one? Why does it look different? Is there multiple card backs? Not sure. I didn't think so. Argus's shield. Okay. Legendary packs. We got... Well played, GU. Well played. This card is definitely going to be the thumbnail for this video. Oh yeah, I was going to say, wow, that's insane that we got 2 legendaries, but I forgot you always do. You get Core and a... That's pretty sweet. And last pack from this run. Got some other junk laying around, but we won't show those. Here we go. We got... Gariel. Gary's not that great, but he's decent in sealed mode. Triumvirate Prophet, Archmonian Onslaught, and there you go. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.